Does it matter when are you manifest? When do you spend the time to visualize, to do whatever technique you feel like it? I know I said you don't need to do that, because this is true. You don't need to do that. When your personality is aligned what you want, you don't need any technique. But affirmation, visualization, and meditation are for embodiment. It's for your body. That's the key. Very important. When do you do that? Because when you start imagining the life what you want, the money, the relationship, the house, whatever you want, when you start to imagining that, you and your nervous system will start purging. All kinds of negative beliefs, all kinds of unprocessed emotion will come up to the surface, which is a very natural process. This is basically your body, your whole system says, hey, I need space to apply all these new ideas, beliefs, whatever, new personalities, new behaviors. So obviously you have to get rid of the old. And the important process what I was touched in my last video is how you actually abandon yourself and reject yourself in those very moments. Because what is happening? You start to visualize and feel good and make the wish fulfilled state, you make it the good feeling state, and then suddenly your emotions are dropping, your whole mood is dropping, because all the crazy stuff, all the negative things started to surface. So you panic, you start to push those away. You started like, oh no, this is not what I want. I want this, what I just reached in a few minutes ago when I was doing my meditation, when I was doing my visualization. So you panic, you reject and abandon those parts of you who are actually there for you to heal, to feel, to release, to integrate, because that's what they are all doing. Nothing else. They are not there to sabotage you, not there to scare you, nothing at all. So this is a natural process when you have to go through. It's like same thing when you apply a new operational system to your computer. You cannot leave the old one there, right? So you delete the old or rewrite it or whatever you are doing, but the old is, there is no place for that, right? So the new one requires space, more space. So that's what you are doing on these moments when the negative emotions, the personality or the old personality or whatever is coming up to the surface, when they are leveling up. So when you don't know what's going on, you don't know this is just the purging, the rewriting, the rewiring process, and you push those away, push those parts, those emotions away, you abandon and reject. That's what you're going to see from your field, from the 3D, because that's what you are doing with yourself. And I guess this is one of the biggest trap in manifestation, and one of the biggest thing we should talk about it a lot, because if you don't know what's going on, you easily sabotaging yourself in any given moment. If you saw my video when I said my dream, my manifestation started to come in. So let's just hang around there a little bit, because what happened in that moment when I realized, oh my God, my field is actually reflecting back to me, my new affirmation, my new personality, my new dreams. What happened is my old personality surfaced. My old beliefs, my old behavior, my old thought pattern started to fire up, because they are wired so beautifully in my mind, because I was kept repeating them for years and years and years. That was my normal base mood, my base thought process, my thinking. Who do I think I am? Blah blah blah, But the reason my manifestation is kind of froze in time, because it literally feels like everything just paused right there. because my field doesn't know how to react, what to reflect back to me now. Because of course it's kind of like my old identity kicked in, but I was aware enough and I was present enough to cut it and see it. It's like, hey, wait a minute, that's exactly what I used to think. My manifestation started to show up and I was so doubtful, which is funny because for all these years I was so devoted, so dedicated. I believed it in deeply from my heart, and that's why it showed up. And how funny it is when it actually showed up in the 3D, I started to doubting and questioning, oh, this is just a coincidence, oh, this is just something, whatever. So I completely brushed it off. And I was just sitting and, oh my God, this is how crazy is that to actually do this, because I know the rules, I know how the 3D works, I know everything. And again, my mind just here and try to start sabotaging and doing whatever it was used to do, whatever it was safe for my mind, my ego, my old identity, my protector self to do in the past. So that process, I think it's very important to be aware of that moment when things start to repeat itself. But you have to be aware, you have to know what's going on, you have to see this whole process, you have to understand why it is happening, because when you do that, you can catch it. You can say, it's like, okay, I see you clearly, and I choose differently. And trust me, it's getting easier and easier, because maybe in the past it took you like a day to bounce back or a week to bounce back in the beginning of this process. It depends how beautifully wired those wires in your brain. But if you go and keep going and keep choosing and keep bouncing back, keep affirming or keep identifying yourself with what you want, I promise you this process going to be so easy, and you will reach a point when you just, oh, here is the old identity, here is this old feeling, and I feel it, and in the next second it's gone. It's completely gone, because you practiced enough, you rewired your brain, you reprogrammed yourself, and your whole new identity is finally kicking in. So I promise you, the key is to don't give up and keep identifying your patterns. Keep identifying, this is my old identity, this is an old belief, but trust me, you will get there. You will get there, because this is a law. This is not just what I say, this is not just what whoever just figure it out. No, this is the law. And when you get this point, when you're not questioning it, it's like, okay, whatever I feel, whatever I do, this is going to be reflecting back to me. So when the question is not like, oh, is this arriving? It's like, no, how can I feel? What can I do? What should I identify myself with in order for the 3D to reflect back to me? That's a game changer, because now you understand everything is coming from you. You are the operation and power, but most importantly, you are the projector. So whatever is going on inside here, right here, both, is going to reflect back to you. So your goal is to find that state what's least resistance. So it means when the negative emotions, when the old identity shows up, you still believing in your dream, you just present with yourself lovingly. It's like, hey, I see you, old identity, I see you, negative beliefs. I'm okay that you are here with me. I'm okay because I know who I am. You can hang around. I can have this pain in my chest. I'm okay with that, because I just know this is a sensation in my body, nothing else. There is no meaning of this sensation. I don't give any meaning. There is nothing wrong. My body do whatever my body has to do, purging, bringing up whatever has to leave my system. in order for the new to come, to be able to come in. And this will going to happen. This is inevitable. Your dream is there for a reason. Your desire is there for a reason. It's for you. It's for you guys, or for you. There is nothing, nobody can take this away from you except yourself. So be very cautious what you are keep choosing. What are you keep choosing? Are you keep choosing this is just, oh, this is a coincidence, oh, this money is not for me, oh, this is impossible, or what? Or you just said, you know what, I have no idea how. I literally have no idea how. I don't see any proof in the 3D just yet, but I am the proof. I know I am the power. I know it's up to me. I know if I create the safest place in myself, that's going to be reflecting back to me from my outside world, from the 3D, because, as I said, what is it? This is the law. Yes, this is how this reality programmed, structured. You are the key. You are the permission slip. So you have to bounce back, keep believing in yourself, be strong enough, be your own powerhouse, especially in those moments when it is hard, because there is going to be hard moments, very hard moments. And in those moments, if you keep choosing the old, you're never going to get what you want. But if you say, it's like, okay, it takes whatever it takes how many times it takes, because there is no time in manifestation, but there is time in the 3D. So you have to brace yourself. It's like, okay, it may be 2 weeks is gone, or 3 weeks is gone, or 3 months is gone, or a year is gone, but you have to trust this process. You have to trust this is on you. This is on you, and how much you are willing to follow through, because you are guided in these processes. You are guided. You are guided to your alignment. So just watch that. Just be aware of that. How much are you literally guided to this uncontrollable alignment? Because that's what it is. You just have to let it. If you try to control it, guess what happens? More time will pass. So you will sabotage yourself. So let go of the timeline, let go of anything what you see outside from yourself, because remember, this is just a feedback and just a mirror. But also be aware of those feedbacks, because at some point you might not see your manifestation completely yet, but you will see a lot of signs and synchronicities. So for example, if you want a relationship and you keep seeing couples around you, this is one sign. Or a lyrics is telling you, oh, I'm going home, or something like that. I love you, I can't forget you, whatever. All these songs has all kinds of messages, but when you're able to hear it, when you choose to hear it, and you're like, oh my God, wow, my 3D actually is reflecting back to me. Maybe my SP is not here yet, but he is definitely on his way, or on her way, because that is already what I keep seeing from my outside world. So there is like two purposes of only one purpose of the outside work, feedback, but those feedbacks has meaning. So for example, if you don't see anything in your 3D, which is possible sometimes when it's like nothing, like completely quiet, no songs, no signs, nothing, then you can see where you are at. You can see, it's like, okay, must be something what I'm identifying with, which is against what I want. So that's the perfect time to start the shadow work, to start reflecting whatever you are believing, whatever you're identifying. Because especially if you are new in manifestation, you will face, this is actually very easy, but a lot of misunderstanding in this journey, a lot of contradiction in this journey, a lot of paradox in this journey. So, but when you understand the main thing, everything is coming from you, you are kind of understood the game. Because that's basically what this whole thing is. This is just a feedback. The outside world is just a feedback. And if you make space and peace and love inside of yourself, that's what you're going to see from the 3D. I think I'm going to make an SP video when you want a devoted lover, when you want somebody who is dedicated and 100% in. Because as I said, you might going to create this first inside of you. So I think it's a good idea to talk about it, actually what to do to get those feedbacks, get those reflections. So just keep tuning in, because that's gonna be the next video is about. I love you guys, and you can make appointment with me actually if you want to. My course is going to be available soon, which is good for beginners, people who doesn't know where to start but they want changes. So keep tuned in, subscribe, like this video, share this video, and I see you guys next time. I love you. Bye.